some of the cool thing that I found looking at the menu is just how clever you guys are. Like with all of the different sections, the name of the dishes, like what is like I'm curious for me, like what is the process for this, like coming up with like all of this like awesome, clever names for drinks and dishes and sections and everything?
So,
yeah.
Laura has been doing a lot of the naming for the cocktails on her own. Tom's a huge Star Wars geek and Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and a couple other things, but probably doesn't have quite as much.
They're all things you just watch and don't participate in.
But he's probably spent a little bit too much time in the kitchen and not enough time like reading comic books and stuff like that. So he's actually been getting some help from our idea man, Matt Wolf, who's over there in the audience. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
To just kind of like take some of the amazing food that Tom comes up with and go, oh, that's perfect for this. But at the same time, we've also come to him with some stuff and been like, hey, you know, like when you did the Heisenberg dish, we were like, we want to do something that's like blue meth. So, like, you know, let's do something like that. And Tom's just kind of like riffed on it and played with it and started to do cool things. So I think we've gone both directions with that, really, Daniel. And I think that's really cool. And the more that we're able to be in the same space and working on stuff, and you know, we see, oh wait, that's really successful. People really love this. I think we're just gonna kind of take it to that next level and keep going with it every single day. And try to remember all of our different fandoms too. So, you know, at some point we'll put some anime stuff on the menu. We'll have some stuff, some more stuff for comic book nerds. We'll have some more stuff for video games, like current video games. And that'll kind of propagate itself throughout the cocktail menus, the food menus, the tasting menus, all of that sort of stuff. And we'll be able to collaborate on, hey, I'm working on this, let's figure that out, and then we can put that out there to you guys, and all on the same day, and you just geek out about, you know, the comic book menu on Wednesday as you grab your stash from, you know, Third Coast Comics or wherever, and brought it to Geekbar and are like reading my Guardians of the Galaxy and you know, and eating, you know, the whatever. Drinking whatever, and like, but it'll all kind of come together and be a cohesive experience.
And as far as like naming the cocktails and making the cocktails, it comes like that comes from a few places. So sometimes I'll find something that I want to make a cocktail with. So I found a barrel aged dark rum, and I was like, oh, that's rad. It's like a whiskey drinker's rum. So I'm like, cool, I can do something like that. So let's think about rum. Let's think about you know, something with barrels. And I was like, oh, you know where there's barrels is Donkey Kong. So I started playing with making an old fashioned with a barrel aged rum with an ice cube in the middle that has a slice of banana frozen inside. So like, you know, so playing off of that kind of stuff and going the other way too. Like years ago, I used to be bored behind the bar, and I would tweet out to the people who were following me like, give me a character, give me a video game, give me a movie, give me a something, and I'll make a cocktail for it. So that's how I passed my time, which like, I didn't know that it would prep me for another job, which is really awesome. But you know, also like, so I'll have an intention to be like, I want to make a Princess Peach cocktail. What goes into that? Okay, so I'm gonna have to put something peachy, but she's not, you know, she's kind of got balls about her, so I'm gonna make it a little like, something about it's gonna be like a meaty quality. So use like a barrel-aged gin. Add some grapefruit, add some peach liqueur, Prosecco. So it's this like dainty cocktail with, you know, with a little, you know, little guts to it. We call it Another Castle. Your princess is in another castle. So it's not necessarily even a Princess Peach cocktail. It's about the journey of chasing her, you know. So, you know, so it kind of goes both ways. So, I mean, that being said, if you want to see a cocktail, if you want to see a name for something, like holler back. You know, like I'll have fun with that.
Cool. And what for these theme you're working on the theme nights? Are you talking about like one-off things or like recurring theme nights that are going to happen like monthly, weekly? Like what are you thinking for that?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a fantastic events calendar that's been put together in in large part through the direction of our experienced agent Ryan Bond. 001337. So Ryan spearheaded that project, and we have an entire events calendar of stuff that includes monthly events, your monthly cosplay contest, or your weekly comic book night, or the geek karaoke or movie-oke. And so we've got an entire calendar that's already forming. We're also going to be reaching out to the community very soon, and working with meetup groups and special organizations and folks like AnimeChicago.com and all these various folks that are out there to put some really amazing stuff together, so that you can come in and it's a special night, and we're working with other folks in the community to make a really incredible experience for your group, whether that's the Browncoats or the Johnny Depp fan club, whatever it happens to be. But we know that there are a ton of people out there doing your cool stuff, and we're working with you. So if we know that we've organized something with the Browncoats where we're going to do a special screening of Serenity, and we'll have you guys in, and we'll do an entire cocktail menu and some special food on the menu. That's all going to be around Firefly and Serenity.
And also, in that same vein, also collaborating with the food and beverage community in this city. And what's so awesome about this community of bars and restaurants is that I always get the sense that everyone's trying to help each other out. So like, I'm friends with a lot of bartenders, with other beverage directors, and we're working together, trying to come up with new stuff, and we bounce things off of each other, and it's a lot of fun. But we recently did the collaboration with Dry Hop for speaking of the Browncoats, Dry Hop making the I Can Kill You With My Brain brown ale. So David came to me, he's like, what do you want to do? I go, well, let's do something, let's do a brown ale for the Browncoats. I don't know, like a berry or ginger, throw something in there. And they came up with this I Can Kill You With My Brain. Brilliant. And they were like super cool about it. They came up with the name, and I was like dancing on the bus when I read the email. It was so cool. So we're going to be working with other places. Like, I've been in contact with Ale Syndicate about, collaborating on another beer that we would sell exclusively in our bar, and they're excited about it. The people who are making beer in this city, they're all geeks too. So they know that we're coming, and they want to be a part of what we're doing. So that also makes my job easier, because they make something delicious and I put it on tap and you drink it.
We are so privileged in this city to have amazing producers of beer, spirits, and everything. Metropolitan Brewing is incredible. We are on the wait list already for Three Floyds, and hopefully, the guys at Three Floyds will, at least say something to the distributor and say, hey, let's get that a geekbar. Not that I'm saying anything, Barnaby, I love you. But, hi internet. We have, and we have other folks like Rev Brew here this weekend doing Galaxy Hero. There are a ton of geeky people making great beer, and this city is just amazing for it. So, and that actually led to our beer strategy, in large part because we knew we had such amazing resources here. Laura, you wanna give our 3 criteria?
Yeah. So I made this little model, I guess, that has talks about how local it is. Yeah, right. It was just my spreadsheets. As a scale of 1 to 10 in each category, how local it is, because I would like to use as many local products as I can. How geeky it is, be it the name like Dragon's Milk or Unicorn Killer or whatever. How geeky is it? The ratings, that other people reviews, different magazines, Beer Advocate, blah, blah, blah. And then what I like, if I think it's delicious, if I think it fits in with our concept. So each one of those are weighted, so local being weighted once, geekiness 3 times, the reviews twice, and I think that's what it was. And then my opinion 3 times, because come on. So then that's all compiled in every beer that we taste, every whiskey that I drink. I like take notes and I try to, so that I have essentially a database of what I can refer to, be like, oh, I liked that, and it seems like a lot of people are drinking this, and I rated that this, so let's go back to that, and let's give that a try and see what happens. And then compile that with how much of stuff that we're selling, what doesn't do well seasonally, and all that stuff. So I worked in a lot of different bars, some of which are very, they just run on instinct, like, let's try this, and other places that are very regimented and corporate. So it's fun to be able to do both of those in this place.
Yeah, and,